EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The new era of Carolina football begins. The Panthers and Falcons underway to begin 2023. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just...
And some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his first Pro Bowl.
1st and 10, Young. And his throw here is incomplete. So, week 1 is upon us. Frank Reich making his debut as Panthers head coach. He's tapped Bryce Young to get the nod here on opening day. I think nowadays, Charles, if you're the #1 overall pick, the expectation is that you're going to be running the show right from the start.
I agree with that totally, and I support it, because if I'm drafting guy #1, I'm going to do everything possible to get him ready to go right out of the gate. And it has worked out fairly well for the last 3 guys who were in that position. Kyler Murray, playoffs, with Burrow getting his team to the Super Bowl.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And that's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That throw by Young incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Here's Young from the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 24.
Ready?
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He's got the first down and more. Look at the big man rumble. He may go. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Ready, go!
Again, it'll be Robinson. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. With some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds, because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move,
from Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, green. Green.
It's Young off play action. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw, Young. Throwing middle, but is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Young on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. It's Young on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. So far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this returnable for Hines. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across. A 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Young being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Young to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. The play fake. Now Young. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'll tell you what, That's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
This is Hines. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That is taken in by Hurst. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Hines. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back ready. Johnson, 6.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Young. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
The Falcons' pass rush was the 2nd worst in the NFL last year with over 21 sacks. So what do? You go out and get a big man who knows how to get to the quarterback. Calais Campbell in his 16th season remains one of the most respected players in the game.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Young off the play fake. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First down now with that clock rolling. Ritter down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Eluding the pressure right. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Yellow, go.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ritter. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Ritter to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Slide through. Ready.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go play action. Young escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. He's into space past the 25 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports
so both
halftime
these coaching
report.
staffs
Coach.
likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Field, black. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Now this shot downfield on second down is brought in. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The middle. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Down to the 25. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Ready, go.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On play action, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Hines. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Young working out of the gun. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run with Hines. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Throwing, Young.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Touchdown! Tommy Trimble.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ritter back to throw.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Come on, set.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
It's Young off play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Darnell Mooney
from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Now Young's going to throw for this.
Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
Here's 2nd down and 3. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Robinson will try to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Now Ritter. Pass complete to Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Ritter's throw complete to Hollins.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready.
Ritter looks to throw it. And complete to Drake London.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back. That's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion.
Ritter.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Young.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Let's go now.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Young. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Young to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Ritter. That's caught by Pitts.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
This is 1st and 10.
Red, cycle.
Back to throw. Ritter.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd down.
Claws red. Red, yellow. Set. Hunt. Set.
Throwing now is Ritter.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On the ready. Blue striker. Let's go. Charge. Ready.
A final shot now for Ritter.
Flush to his right. 20.
Through the middle of the field.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Panthers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.